cool thing about having no money means no investors. So you're kind of liberated in the idea that you don't need to cater to other people's expectations or tastes. When people are putting money in, you kind of have to feel obligated to at least appease them on some level. But with no money put in, we felt free and liberated to experiment in whatever we wanted, which is why it was great, because we didn't have to have a schedule, because we weren't wasting anyone's time. It was just basically practicing, trying new techniques, new filming options, new storylines. Just that's basically why we did the improvised field, because having no money allowed us to be as free-formed as we wanted to, since it didn't have to come out at a certain time. When we went into this, we knew that it's like, okay, we're going to try and just keep working on a project, and if something cool comes out of it at the end, great. If not, no big deal. We had the chance to all practice together.
So when I'm pretending to dial, what, do you just want me to do this?
Yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to show you your hands then, so it does. I told a couple of my other actors who I've worked with before, Justin Spruill and Tegan Vince, about the idea, and they both have the same thing. If you find actors in between shows, they're obviously want to keep practice and busy too, so you'll find if you have friends who are actors and stuff, they should respond positively to it, because it's a chance for them to work on things as well. It's basically a workshop that we're filming. One other thing I forgot to mention was, in order to sell my actors on the project, because first they would always be a little hesitant about the idea of shooting a movie like this, I gave them, or I'd shot a quick test scene by myself, just to be like, here's what cameras can do nowadays, what do you think? And so here's the test scene that I pitched to them, to be like, here's what I'm going for. And I recommend using a test scene whenever you're trying to sell other people on a movie.
All we know is it looks like there's been an explosion downtown.
And so I brought them on board, and they were instantly on for it, and it helped that they have background in improvisation from theater, and it kind of made the whole environment very much like, like a workshop that we can all try and just meet up once a week or once every 2 weeks or whenever we were available, and just try and shoot some material. One of my big things was I didn't want to put money into this project, because at the end of the day I didn't know what was going to come out of it. So a monetary investment, when we're already struggling to get by with Mon Ami and other things, just didn't seem worth it to me. So to get by with no money, here's what I did with my equipment. I had my Canon 7D body, which I bought for, I'll get into prices later, because at the end I'll tell you exactly, budgeted out how much this whole thing cost me. But I had a Canon 7D body. I used 3 lenses. I had a 28mm lens, a 50mm lens, and an 85mm lens, and that's all I had. That's basically all we needed camera-wise, like gear-wise. We didn't even have a tripod, didn't use a handheld rig, nothing. On top of that, I had 2 memory cards, a 4GB and an 8GB CF card, and that's not a lot of storage, so it meant I was just constantly dumping onto a laptop that I had with me. And then for sound, I had a cheap Audio-Technica shotgun mic that I bought off eBay. I borrowed my friend's Zoom H2 recorder, and then I got a Radio Shack lav mic that I'm using right now. Basically, that's entirely all the gear we used. We didn't use any lights. We didn't, well, I mean, that's not true, I should say. We tried using a DIY ballast light, kind of like a Kino Flow, but it was too cumbersome, and I don't like that it restricted the actors on where they could go or where I wanted to go with the camera. So we basically just scrapped all of that.
Hang on a second.